Behavioral interview tips and tricks. Behavioral is always a little weird. We know what happens with the technical piece of the interview, but the behavioral stuff is kind of the higher level. Number one, make eye contact. I can't stress that enough. Here's why. Eye contact gives the connotation of trust. Number one, I can trust you. Number two, I can trust your answer. If someone asked you a question and you look down, that's an indication that you might be lying or you're not trustworthy. Always make eye contact. You can shift it around. You don't want to do crazy eyes like, hey, I'm a psycho, man. It's like, no, that's not going to get you hired. But ultimately what you want to do is make eye contact. If it's one interviewer, make sure you keep some eye contact with them. If it's two, you can bounce and forth in between. Number two, say the name of the person as you answer them. If someone asks you a question, make sure you address them when you answer the question. Great question, Gary. I really like that question, Nancy. Here's what I think about that. That's going to build rapport. They're going to realize, hey, this guy actually knows my name. A little micro tip here. How do you know someone's name if you just met them? You're going to be super nervous. You just meet and you're like, ah, man. What I always recommend doing is take their business card, put it in front of them, not literally, but wherever you're sitting, just put it right on the edge of the desk. You're answering a question, you're all jacked up, bam, you just check right there and you can get their name. Don't do it all the time. You know, don't want to be like over the top. Number three, intonate your voice. If you talk like this for a very long time and you don't intonate your voice, it gets very boring, right? I sounded like a robot there. You probably started to like zone out. It's the same thing with an interview. You want to make sure you intonate your voice. Don't get stuck speaking at the same level, the same tone. You want to always vary the tone. You want to vary the volume. It's actually human nature to stay more engaged when someone intonates their voice. Number four, be positive. Smile. Smile so much during an interview that it makes your cheeks hurt. Be positive. How's it going today? Great. What do you think about the weather? Love it. You're going to ultimately work with that potential person for more time than you'll spend with your friends, your family, your significant other, your dog, etc. You're interviewing with someone, and in that 20-30 minutes, they're making a decision on whether or not they should work with you for the next several years, knowing that they're going to see you more than anybody else in their sphere of influence. Show that you're positive. Smile, make sure your cheeks hurt. Lastly, speak slowly. I need to speak slow. No, not like that. What's gonna happen is you're gonna be speaking super fast. You might trip over your words, or you might miss one of the words that you want to use. How do you avoid that? Speak slowly. You're going to feel like you're speaking super slow, but because you're all jacked up and nervous, you're actually going to be speaking at a normal speed. So just make sure you slow down your speech so that people can understand you. Those 5 behavioral tips are absolutely critical, absolutely huge. Make eye contact. Say the name of the interviewer when answering them. Make sure you intonate your voice. Be positive, smile, make sure those cheeks hurt, and also make sure that you speak slowly. The nerves are kicking in, the adrenaline's pumping. Make sure that that doesn't throw you off your game. If you do those things, you will nail the behavioral side of the interview. Check out the next video. Be relentless.